Hello everyone, welcome to... Oh, let me do that again. Hello everyone. Welcome to more Citizen Sleep 2. Last time we got used to the new place, the Vector, the Belt. And then we got caught by criminals and now we're somewhere else entirely. And yeah, we had a problem with one of our dice too. And I forget what that problem is, but I think we have to find a way to fix it. I don't have any active drives, so go to the Underhang, a growing shantytown. Oh, okay. Help the residents. Underhang residents couldn't afford to rent further up, so they came here to build their own units. They are always in need of repair work. Wandered the Underhang. The Underhang grew organically, unit after unit, built onto each other by refugees and new residents. This makes it a tough place to explore. The life beneath. Many residents of the far Spindle live in the ramshackle Underhang. It's not an easy place to learn to navigate. I think this is called the far Spindle. Oh! Oh no, that's not good. Oh yeah, the glitch dice, right. And I don't have the engineer skill. I wasn't paying attention to that, I probably should have been. It doesn't matter which one I take, as long as I get good rolls. Thank you. And... alright, that's that done. That was easy. Scrapper Ship, Spindle's Edge, and Nemba's Kitchen. Well, can't have to stop by a place where you can get food. Earn a meal. Nemba's Kitchen serves those that can't work in the Underhang, but able-bodied visitors like you have to work a kitchen shift to get to eat. Impress Nemba. Nemba is too busy to spend too much time with everyone in the kitchen, but he does notice those who do good work. If I had any dice, I would. Oh yeah, one of my dice is broken as well, I forgot about that part. I have one that's glitched and one that's broken, so that makes this more difficult than the previous game. Sealing shift. Most of the fast Spindle workers don't like going out to seal up the new units, so they leave that tiring and dangerous work for outsiders. Scrap ship. Buy components for 22 cryo. The scrap components are bundled up in nets, most of them corroded beyond use, but with a careful eye, some good ones can be picked out. Scrap shift. The scrappers know their business, but they often have sorting and processing work for those who can spot corroded trash from valuable scrap and process raw scrap. Scrappers will process your scrap in bulk, pay you for the offcuts, and return you the processed plates. It's not a bad deal. Okay, so I think I get raw scrap from not there then. So we move further up, the rig, which is our ship. A brief respite. Hexport's demise has put a barrier between Darkside and the far Spindle. Lane can't follow, so for now you're safe. For those who watched the Let's Play previous game or have played the previous game, Lane is this game's equivalent of Ethan, who was the guy who was trying to kill us in the last game. Repairing the rig is mostly patched up, but Bliss wants a few more cycles to run final tweaks and diagnostics. Oh, the Spindle core. There is more stuff. I'm probably going to spend like the time waiting for Bliss to repair the ship, doing all this other shit. Assuming I can stay here long enough for that, because like... us getting moved from our like prior location so quickly threw me off a little bit, because in the first game we spent the entire time on one huge place. I thought we were going to do the same thing like for this one as well, even though it was a smaller part, but no, we're just like here now in a different huge place, which I think we'll probably stay in for the rest of the game, I don't know. Explore the core. From wide transit tunnels to labyrinthine corridors, all the passages of the Spindle seem to pass through the core. Chat to crews. Spacer crews are a constant presence in the core. If you want tips on crew and contracts, you might as well ask them. Oh, we still get contracts, nice. Spindle core. The core of the Spindle is where crews and freelancers mix, travelers rest and resupply, and business gets done. Business! And... oh, that's it, it's just the top of it now. Man, this looks really fucking cool. Pinnacle Docks, massive freight interchange. On me. That's what I can do here. I can roam the docks. Looking around Pinnacle Docks without getting in someone's way is hard. It takes fortitude to explore among the chaos. Study the manifests. With so much freight flying around, it seems safer to cozy up with a terminal and study with manifests to learn this place. And Pinnacle Explorer. The Pinnacle Docks are vast and filled with freight haulers and stevedores? Hang on. New word, that. Stevedore. Not stevedore, stevedore. Well, now we know. This is not an easy place to wander. Right. Well, what the hell can I do then? I mean, I do have one more dice, but I don't want to use it in case I screw something up. Like this I don't have to worry about. Or I do have to worry because I do not have the right skill to be able to deal with that. The core? Oh god. Oh, please be kind to me. Please give me that 20% chance. Oh! Achievement unlocked. Whatever happens, happens. Get a positive outcome with the glitch dice. On my first roll with the glitch dice? I'll take it. Where the hell do I rest, though? Oh, back here. Okay. Supplies are typically safe for contracts, but when food is readily available, you've got to use what you've got to survive. Right. So I've got to find the other places then so I can get more survive supplies and fuel and such. I don't have any dice. Damn it. Okay, do I rest here? Where the fuck am I supposed to go to sleep? I'm quite confused. Oh! New place. Order a rack. Rack is a seaweed-based liquor with a powerful saline taste. Gaia's Jaya, that's fun to say, has a reputation for serving it neat and strong. Buy kelp cakes. A huge cylindrical kelp tank sits at the center of Gaia's Jaya, and the source of the key ingredient for the canteen's food. And, getting racked. Gonna get racked, homie. The freelancers at the far Spindle seem cagey, but spend enough time at the local bar and they'll warm to you. I mean, it gives me something. There we go. The Far Spindle is an exhausting place to find freelancers. Oh, Far Spindle, a strip of chaos in the void. There is no shortage of spaces here. The corridors and bays throng with crew inbound and outbound, or between contracts, trading stories, contacts, and materials. But whatever language, appearance, or code identifies someone as worth signing on with, you don't seem to have it. Perhaps it is because you are a new face, or are noticeably unsure. Or perhaps it is just because you are a sleeper. Wow. Wow, that is very derivative of you, game. How dare you. You push the thoughts to the back of your mind and instead focus on what's in front of you, the vast cylindrical tank at the center of Gaia's Jaya. The first time you entered the bar, you floated open-mouthed, much like all the new arrivals do, at the sight of the huge kelp stack, the biggest you've ever seen. Well, I've seen many of those in my life. Not impressive. Even now, your eyes fixed on the fronds of seaweed that wave in the circulating water. Beyond the curve of dirty glass, you find it impressive. You take a sip of the harsh, saline-scented rack from its magnetic vessel, secured to the bar. As you suck on the straw, your eyes following the shifting fronds, you hear someone clearing their throat beside you at the bar. Eugene? Hard to tell because his arm's covering the J, but I think that's a J. Ambitious freelancer. Hypnotic, isn't it? The voice is low and rumbling, and comes from the large figure on the stool next to him. The fluorescent lights behind the bar glint in his eyes, shining up into his wide, rough face. I've heard you're talking. I've heard talk you're hiring. You crew member? Member, excuse me? I hope so. The figure turns to face you. You don't recognize him, but in the shifting light of Gaia's Gaia, that isn't surprising. Who'd you hear it from? He shrugs and looks around the bar. Sleepers tend to draw attention. You follow his eyes around the bar and notice a couple of the patrons are eyeing you. Eugene. Oh, it is Eugene, right. Currently freelance. He turns on his stool and leans back a little. The effect is clearly meant to impress you on your size, and you have to admit, it works. We like our big boys around here. Served on a whole slate of crews out of the Spindle. Cutters, mercs, extractors. He smiles and places a broad hand on his chest. Broad skill set, good work ethic, sense of humour, the full package. Humble too. He clicks with his tongue, smiling. I like you already. We're going to get on. I'll run anything out of the fast Spindle. I'm tough and quiet, and you won't need to worry about me. He folds his arms across his chest. What kind of work are we talking about? Before you can answer, a voice echoes out from behind you. Eugene! You look over your shoulder for the source of the shout. Busy as ever, I see. Vesna, cold and hardened captain. A group of 3 spaces drift up behind you, one of them placing a heavy hand on your shoulder. She is fitted with matte metal optical implants and you cannot see her eyes. The caustic light from the tank plays across her face. Too busy to keep in touch, she sighs. I really don't like it when I have to come and find you. Vesna, Eugene nods politely at her, not betraying any strong reaction. Do I look like I'm socializing? He shakes his head. This is a meeting. Oh, a meeting? Vesna squeezes your shoulder. Is that what this is? Yes, Vesna. I hope I'm saying that correctly, because I've never seen that name spelled before. We are talking about your delivery, in fact. Eugene smiles widely. My friend here is being very helpful. He shoots you an own glance, not glass. I will be silento. Eugene shoots you another glance to try to cue you in, but you ignore him. I did mean to, I felt like being quiet would have been... Vesna looks irritated. You know, Eugene, I'm pretty tired of this whole act. She gestures dismissively at him. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I tried too hard, and got so far. She drops her hand from your shoulder to her belt. Your eyes follow it down, and you see a dark boxy shape there. A weapon? You either deliver by the deadline, or you don't. And when you don't, she smiles tightly, I'll be happy to take you through the consequences. Until then, she shoots you a final glance. Chat to whoever the hell you want. Vesna and the 2 spaces flanking go collide at the bar, and Eugene watches them go with little emotion. To get that in there, Sylvie. Hello. So, Eugene's smile returns. You were about to hire me? I mean, I don't know if I get a choice. I want to get as many crew members as possible just to cover all my bases for when we do contracts, so yeah. I'll just go with yeah. Well then, he smiles. Put that little interruption out of your mind. I am scared that Vesna's going to kill me or you, though. I've already got 1 bounty hunter after me. I don't think Vesna's a bounty hunter, though. Vesna just wants to scare you off. She likes to cause me trouble. Eugene looks away out of the door of the bar. Let's not let her. He pauses in silence for a moment, still looking away. You try to get a read on him, but his face is blank. Only his glittering eyes hint at some rapid internal activity. He might have gas. He turns back to you and meets you. It was such a childish joke, and meets your eye. A sudden shift in his manner obvious. If you need crew, you need to work. If you need to work, you need cryo. Is that right? He doesn't stop for your answer. Well, very rude of him. Well, I can offer both. Hard work and a good contract with a good payout. You take me with you on this job of mine, and we split the take. He looks down thinking. Hell, if you do, I'll consider signing on long term, he smiles. Think of that, no more recruiting. What's the job? Salvage, he leans in. I know of a wreck untouched by the local crews, which recently turned up in the wash. It's just a little sunward from here, but its disabled transponder makes it invisible to anyone who doesn't know it's there. Fucking ponders being trans these days. I don't get to make that joke a lot, okay? I had to squeeze the location out of a contact, but I'll share it with you for a straight split. Take me and your crew, and we'll claim it all. It's going to be a good payout, he winks. A really good one. What's the catch? Eugene frowns. No catch! He leans back and looks around the bar. Happy to take the offer elsewhere. I just felt like you were the right captain for this one. I'll be ready to go whenever you like, Eugene pauses. As a show of good faith, I'll also fly out with you on any job from the far Spindle. But I'm not leaving the station with you yet, not till we get my job done first. After that, we can talk flying together. No need to rush into it. He shakes your hand firmly, his palm rough and pitted, then turns back to his drank. You slip out of the bar looking to see if Vesna is nearby. You don't spot her among the passing crews, but you can't help but imagine eyes on you in the bar. Probably Elaine. If that bastard followed us there, I swear to God. You shake it off, having become familiar with the feeling of being observed. What, I'm being watched by someone? In England? Is that possible? Is there a really pretty person watching over me? I don't know. What matters is you have found yourself a crew member and a contract. Whether either will come good, however, remains to be seen. Oh, hell yeah. New contract, new map. And a new drive. Recruit. Oh, I can... Alright. Minor drive. Eugene has a tip-off about a hidden rack he says is a big score. He wants you to take him out to it. I mean, I may as well. By the way, Sylvie, to catch you up on what Sit and Sleeper is. Basically, what a sleeper is the consciousness of a person is downloaded into a synthetic body, which is then taken to space to keep doing work for, like, future, like, industrial, like, space foundations and, like, stuff like that. For colonization, basically, in a way. While also reducing the risk of population because, as far as I know, sleepers are basically cyborgs and they can't have children. But they can still bleed and eat and breathe and feel. Which is usually the main theme of these games. Like, I've only Let's Played the first one before this. And, that one really got to me with its writing. So, here we are. So where the fuck am I supposed to rest then? I want to sleep. Oh. I forgot the end cycle thing was up there. I am dumb. I don't like having that glitch dice. That really unsettles me. It's nice to have a place I can get food from. Spindle core. I mean, I might as well just keep working here until other shit comes up. Hang on, this is my positive trait, isn't it? No. Well, I'll take this one because it's the less dangerous option. Please be kind. That wasn't exactly kind. Neutral. Neutral will just get me what I need to fill out the thing. Please. Fuck. Fast Spindle lives up to its name. It's tall stature, making it a real effort to travel from end to end. The local solution to this problem are the transit tunnels, massive tubes bolted onto the outside of the spindle that allow for rapid passage from bottom to top. Rom. As you find yourself in one of these cavernous passages, bulky cargo haulers rushing by, you start to wonder if braving them is worth the effort. Back up! The shout. Back up, what you gonna do now? The shout rattles down the bare transit corridor like a gunshot and is rapidly followed by a crunching impact. You spin back, pushing yourself against the side of the white cylindrical passage. As you do, a hauler glides past, sending a rippling wave of air across you in its wake. When the roar subsides, you hear a sting of expletives coming from nearby. I'm so sorry, Sylvie. A spiky-looking figure clutching some oddly shaped open-frame object gestures wildly at the vehicle as it glides away. Cadet. I'm guessing that's how that is. Like, just the word cadet, but with a K instead of a C. A spiky airbike courier. He looks sick. I like the airbike. Kinda want one. Oh, sorry, she. I completely misgendered this person. Dickhead! She spits an impressive glob of saliva down the tunnel and it spirals in 0G. She turns to you in her anger. You see that? Try to slam me into the wall. Total dickhead. Dr. Dickhead, thank you. He nods firmly. No shit, Haulers hate us. Oh, you weren't calling me a dickhead, you were calling a hauler. Okay, fair enough. Sniffs and looks you up and down. Not supposed to be in this transit system without a vehicle. She squints. Don't like her care, but maybe you do. What about you? She shakes the open frame in her hand. What does this look like to you? I'll be honest, it looks like a really complicated Nerf water gun. She shakes the open frame in her hand. What does... Oh, I read that bit. Duh. She rolls one of her shoulders, stretching it out. You're new here, right? Yeah. She shrugs empathetically. Figures. Let me give you a tip. She begins checking her open frame vehicle, tightening bolts and untangling pipes. Avoid the haulers. Dickheads, there are a lot of them. Especially the water haulers. They think they're better than anyone. Don't mess with the stevedores though. I learned how to say that earlier. They're good people. Get treated like shit by everyone else, just like us. She rapidly plugs and unplugs a series of connectors. They'll show you the shortcuts. She looks up. And never, ever get in a spindle jacked way. She smiles, spinning the vehicle in hand. What the sweet hell is a spindle jack? She thumbs her chest. You're looking at one. But you're a cadet. It says so in, like, the thing next to your character portrait. She pauses, considering something. Then suddenly, she reaches into one of her many pockets and pulls out a small transparent rectangle punched with holes. Text glints within it, reading, Cadet, Stripline Express. You take it. Cadet, she flexes proudly. That's me, Stripline is my outfit. Kamal? Yeah, Kamal is the dispatcher. Small outfit, but we punch above our weight. Dispatcher is here in the Spindle's core, but I run the transit tunnels up and down the Spindle 10 times a cycle. You need anything moving on the Spindle? Data, tech, messages too hot for the hardline? Come find me. You're a courier? I think we established that. I'll do that. You nods. Tell them I sent you. They'll make sure it gets to me. She kicks off the wall and mounts her bike, triggering a small burst of compressed air to keep herself steady in the transit passage. You hear a buzz of distorted speech from what you assume is her dispatcher. Cadet angles her head to her communicator and mutters back into it. Got a hop, sleeper? She looks over at you. Something flicks in her eyes. An idea? Or perhaps just a realization? You might be able to help me with something. A package that's been bothering. She squints down the passage. Come to the office at Stripline in a few cycles and I'll show you. Do I have a choice? She shrugs. Seeing as I saved you from being flattened by a hauler, seems like you owe me a favour. Now you better get out of here before another hauler tries to squish you. You step back as she twists the handlebars and a burst of air sends her flying down the transit corridor at an unsettling speed. You watch her go, slightly caught off guard by her final remarks. What would a courier need you for? You turn the idea over in your head as you find a way out of the transit corridor back to the safety of the main concourse. Ooh! I can just go to the trade hall. But yay! Awesome, I need fuel. I could fill supplies and fuel. But I don't have anywhere to work for money. No, this is ideal actually, because my ship's still damaged, so I can just stock up on things. There we go. Stripline Express. What do you need? Oh, just 2 cycles to wait, right. Cadet's complication. Cadet mentioned needing help with something, but you are still at a loss to know what the courier might want. If she just told me, you know, that might have helped. Okay, so this is the only thing I can do anything about. Oh, even with my positive boost, it's still the same if it's a glitch dice? That's fair. I fucking hate it, but that's fair. Please? That's not good. Oh! I wasn't expecting anything after that. As you glide through the pinnacle docks, you hear shouting echoing down a corridor. You tentatively change direction, your eyes fix ahead as the passage widens out into a large bay. Others rush past you, heading towards the commotion. Your eyes are drawn by the bay's vast viewing window, which is currently being spattered with glittering shards of ice. I was looking at this earlier because I was trying to figure out what the hell it was. In front of it, a dock worker is shouting to anyone who will listen. Spacers, workers of the fast Spindle, we need your urgent assistance. The water carrier Springtide has suffered heavy damage in its transit from Wellspring. Transit, not transport. What the fuck is a transport? Transit from Wellspring. He takes a breath. All able hands, we need you to help. We need you to help secure the cargo. Without this water, fast Spindle will struggle to support you. He looks desperately at the crowd. Please, any who are able to help, please make yourself known. Behind him, a Corona. My Corona. Why that? Why that? What did I say? A voice ejects from one of the tanks, drawing a pale halo around the ship. A handful of experienced-looking spacers push through the crowd towards the front, and dock workers start to direct them to nearby bridges. You watch the scene unfold, hesitant in the face of making someone else's problem your own. You can't be dealing with that shit, basically, buddy boy. I'm getting so many fucking quests. Drives are quests, by the way, just to clear that up. I learned that in the last game. Oh yeah, I should probably do something there as well. Need to eat. Oh yeah, I was gonna... It's probably not worth it because I don't have a lot of cryo. Yeah, I don't think I can get raw scrap. Is there anything we can do, like, before I go back to, cycle? I don't think there is. Oh, I can get food. Give me a fucking rack. Okay, I definitely need to find a way to make money. You know where I want to be? You. Fantastic. Oh god, more stuff. Got a bit more cryo from that. Well, you awake to the sound of blaring proximity alarms. You quickly unstrap from your bunk and dizzily glance around. Lane? Bounty hunters? You kick off and glide to the door. Hey Bliss. As you do, Bliss pops their head around the corner. Sorry, they look a little sheepish. In all honesty, it's not my fault. Your wiring's all backward. It takes you a moment to understand what's happening. You steady yourself against the door frame. Seriously, Bliss? I mean, yeah, may as well. Bliss looks down. I said sorry, I'm handling it, they mumble. It takes you a while to get ready and drift down to the mess to see what's happening. By then, Bliss has turned off the alarms. You find them unspooling wires from a hatch you'd never previously noticed in the mess's ceiling. By the way, worth noting as well, to anyone who watched the previous footage batch or the Let's Play, even though if you're watching this on Twitch, that Let's Play hasn't gone up yet, but by the time you're watching this on YouTube, that Let's Play will have been up for like a month. You know, I plan this shit far ahead, even though I don't. But, sleepers are basically non-binary. Because you never really given details on the person you used to be that got their consciousness transmitted into the cyborg body, so the game basically forces you to be an NB character, and for that reason it is too woke and gets a 0 out of 10. That's a joke, in case you can figure it out. Sorry again, Sleeper. Their voice comes through the ceiling panels, muffled and dull. You settle at a stall nearby, neatly tucking your legs behind the crossbar. How are you doing? Me? Bliss's muffled voice echoes around the room. I'm working, I pause. Helps keep my mind off things. What things? Bliss spins deftly, hooking their legs into the open ceiling so that from your perspective they're hanging upside down. They give you a look. Do you really want to know? A yawning Seraphim drifts in. He looks between the two of you amused. What are you both doing up so early? You and Bliss exchange amused looks. What? Seraphim asks. You didn't hear the alarm? He shrugs. Heavy sleeper. Hey, that's a slur. That's not your word, that's my word. You're just over to the mess's cupboards to hunt for some breakfast. You turn back to Bliss, but they have disappeared back into the ceiling panels. Before long, the mess is filled with the shrill screech of a power tool. Donald Trump was doing woodwork. Because he's a tool. Anyway. Seraphin looks totally unaffected and hooks himself onto a stool, lazily sucking a ration pouch while he taps away at his slate. The screech finally stops. After a while, you kick off from your stall. Time to head out. Bliss rushes after you, stopping you in the passageway before you can leave. I have something I want to show you. Pardon me. Bliss leads you off the main corridor into a corner of the ship you don't remember visiting before. You come into a room with low-sloped ceilings, a single round window illuminating some neat tool storage, and a workbench set into the wall. Look, Bliss begins. I'm no specialist, but I'm a quick learner and a good repairs. They smile. And I think you have need of me. They glance at you at it in the thick vinyl skin of your arm. Can I take a look? No! Yeah, sure. They smile and lead you towards the workbench. They turn your arm looking at the tear from all angles. They reach over to the workbench and take a small sealant gun from the rack. You look at the setup. It's basic, but it looks, it's basic, but it looks clean and well organized. I'm wondering, like, if with this happening as well, if this is going to be what gets us our stabilizers, which were the things that basically kept us alive in the first game. Like, it kind of makes sense. Also, yeah, it makes sense because, like, in the previous game, like, basically at the start, there was a character that was, like, fixing us up anyway. But they were doing it more under duress from, like, a huge company. Bliss is just doing it out of their own volition. And it feels a bit nicer and more intimate in a weird way. They gently close the tear with sealant, pressing the edges together so it closes up nicely. After they are done, they release your arm and you can barely see the scar. Bliss admires their work. See? The smile? I know it's more serious than to say Bliss folds their arms, but I can handle it. They turn and search through a set of metal drawers for a moment. Here, they produce a couple of carefully machined, pristine components. We're saving these for an important job, they wink. I guess I just found it. Bliss pushes the components into your hand. Take them. When you're ready, come up here and we'll fix you up. Oh, I have a theory then. Because dice didn't break in the first game, so if I get a stabilizer... Does that, like... Actually, no. A stabilizer isn't going to be a thing in this game. Because now Bliss is the person I have to go to repair my broken dice. And sort out the glitched ones as well, I think. I don't know. These are a rare find, though. In future, we might have to make do with something lower quality, they wince. You can find scrap components at most scrapper ships, like that one that's hanging around the underhang. Why does the underhang sound like a weird term for a ballsack? Is that just me? The better the components, the easier they'll integrate with your system. Bliss leans on the workbench. I'll do my best to keep you running. I am curious. Why help me? You are a guest in my bay, and I can't have my guest bodies collapsing now, can I? That's just really good hospitality. Plus, I think it benefits me if you think of me as indispensable. Bliss smiles. I should get back to fixing the ship. They leave you in the workshop among the simple tools, considering the particular qualities of your new friend. It's nice to have friends. Tutorial dice repair is now available! Hell yeah, boy. You can repair your dice at the rig workshop. You can only repair dice which are fully broken. Thank you for agreeing. It does sound like a ballsack. You know what? In the first game, we had a similar location called the Low End. I'm just like, is that a way of saying the taint? Because it feels like a way of saying the taint. Repairs require either scrap components or rare components. The better components you use, the less... Sorry, that should be fewer. The fewer glitches you'll suffer. Learn the difference, people. You cannot repair dice during a contract. Oh no. It's a good thing I'm not on one, but still. Improvised dice repair. If you're desperate, Bliss can... Bliss is something else completely. Bliss can make repairs with inferior components, but this will cause many glitches within your frame. Dice repair. Bliss will do their best to repair your dice damage as long as they have the components. There will be minor glitches. Oh no. I'd rather go with, like, the fewer glitches option if possible. Okay, well... That's good. But how do I fix a glitched dice? Unless that's just the thing I can't help. How to get rid of glitch dice. I have to repair it using specific resources. Thank you for narrowing that down, Gemini, you useless machine. I'll probably figure it out. I don't know. 6 cycles left on that, and 2 left on the repair. My main thing is wanting to recruit Eugen, but I just want to keep exploring, see what else I can get. Oh yeah, this is probably how I get money. I mean, this is my safest option. And it worked! Didn't get me a lot of money, but it worked. Oh, that's right, I was gonna do this as well. I got a negative outcome, but I got energy back. How the fuck does that work? Usually the negative outcome means you don't get energy. Unless it's because I had 1 bar left, I don't know. I don't like this. Oh! Well, thank you. Oh, do I have any skills? Skill points? I have 4 points, goddamn, alright. I can't put anything on endurance because the class I picked doesn't mean I can boost that. I'd rather improve my engineering skills. If I can help it. Yeah, alright. I'm fine with that. Well, I was gonna go there to buy some food, but, like, I don't need to. Oh, also I can carry more supplies now? Huh. Didn't even notice that. Alright, might as well buy some then. Oh, I can't buy any. But why? Why for I can't buy none? Okay, back to the docks then? Yeah, this is the place I was doing. Oh, I don't have any dice left. Alright. Well, I'll shut my fat mouth then. Yeah, might as well. I don't think I can do anything if I don't have any dice.